And we are back to Land of the Hunter. We have just destroyed 3 very large camps of hobgoblins, surprisingly with not a single one of us dropping to unconsciousness, which was rather amazingly epic. Currently, it is 3 minutes after 7 in the morning of day 44 in the fall season. It is a cold 50-degree day. There's a light wind and heavy rain. We have just completed a short rest, prior to which we looted several items from the defeated hobgoblins. And as an aside, we cannot take a long rest until midnight at the earliest.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Adran. So.
And what time is it right now? Is it like 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Yep.
So, let's see. Before we took a rest, we looted several items. A staff, 4 potions, 3 hack and leaf brews, and disturbingly, a manuscript which detailed every tactic, every ability, every action we took during the battle. It was written from a bird's eye point of view. It is highly detailed, clumsily written, as though whoever was writing it was basically writing blind. And it was apparently read in real time by the voice while we were fighting. So that's unfortunate. Following our short rest, we have learned that the staff is a staff of healing. The 4 potions are potions of clairvoyance, which Adran quickly realized must have been used to spy on us while we approached, as well as used to watch everything we were doing during the fight. Also, Thía, you got a rather epic kill during the final moments of the battle, but the one you killed, the one who was writing down the manuscript, and upon being struck to death, recognizing that he was at the end of his life, he uttered the following words, which was a very disturbing moment for all 3 of us. "That the world may have vengeance upon you, curse callers, take my life's blood." The sky then turned horribly dark, a bolt of unlight ripped out of his blackened blood, and then the day returned to its dim, rainy gray. All of us elves present experienced a pressure, horrific and hate-filled, spiking into our spirits, which then seemed to decrease into a barely felt simmering malevolence. That has not gone away despite the short rest. Following the battle and following that moment, Varin did use the last of his magic to reach out into the natural world and detected somewhere within 6 miles elementals, fiends, and fae. Excuse me. So that was what we looted. Clearly, we need to speak with Enna and Antinua. We don't seem to be currently watched, we don't seem to be currently being watched by the voice, but we might want to make sure that Enna and Antinua are not seen by the voice. Prior to taking our short rest, we did warn them to stay out of the fortification. And of course, there's the burning question in everyone's mind: why did they come here? Finally, Adran, you ate a marble pearl during the battle. You currently have 1 level of exhaustion, which will not go away until we take a long rest. So, and Adran, you might also be wondering, is anything else in the lake, following what came out of it during the fight? I'm going to move us to the big map, unless either of you have any particular interest, excuse me, in viewing the battlefield. I don't know
I
if
am
you
a
do.
little curious as to what's in the lake.
I'm so sorry. Say that again, please, sir.
I'm very curious to see what's in the lake.
Okay. Thea, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay. So we leave the fortification. Enna and Antinua are in the trees, well, not in the trees. They are amongst the trees, near the bushes, clearly taking care to avoid touching any of the foliage, seeing that there are rather impressive thorns on them.
Like-
Adrian, do you say anything to them, or do you just walk by them into the lake?
I walk by them and say, "Don't follow me."
They are clearly standing up, and
Clearly out of respect, just don't follow me.
they are opening their mouths and standing to talk to us as you utter these words and step into the lake, and they're left kind of going, "What?" Enna quickly looks over at you, Thea. Little Thea, you do realize that your parents are extremely worried about you. They had no idea you were disappearing like that.
I told someone I was leaving.
Who did you tell? Your parents were very concerned.
Well, I told one of the people, the person that was on duty next.
Oh, Thea, she scolds. Even that Enna is clearly making her best effort to not look at the multitude of dead bodies behind us. Adran, you step into the lake. It is a cold lake. Not particularly filled with a whole lot of growth. There seem to be a few fish that quickly dart away from you. As you dip into the waters, down near the bottom of the lake, you actually see in the silt and the soil a skeleton. The skeleton, it's not an animated skeleton. It's the skeleton of an elf body, possibly female, given the events during the early onsets of the battle. The skeleton seems to be clutching something in its outstretched hand. Do you go any closer?
I do.
Okay. You settle your hand on a flask before returning to the surface, the skeleton falling apart in your wake. And you surface, looking back, Enna's got her fists propped on her hips, staring at you with clear impatience, even tapping her foot in the rain-soaked mud.
Yes.
Are you bathing in your armor?
No. I was actually searching for a keepsake.
Curious place to look for a keepsake. Now, I'd like to know why on earth you ordered us to not go within the fortification in this heavy rain. And I have a message to deliver, if that's quite all right with you, your lordship.
You can deliver the message if you need to, but the reasons for you not going into that
Fortification?
that barricaded place. There's reasons to keep your life intact.
She does not seem overly mollified, but her tone does slightly gentle. I have a message from Thamior. Thamior, as you might remember, Adran, is not only the leader of our village, but also your great-great-grandfather, and your mentor in magical studies.
All right, let's hear the message.
So we gather probably near one of the trees without touching it.
Yep. Don't want to be stickered.
Again. Thamior has, in your absence, been doing a lot of research through his older books. The ones he said he said that they are the ones that he takes great care to hold together because otherwise they might fall apart in the hands of a less studious student.
Right?
He isn't sure of the reality of this, but as you left and went to the south, there's a story he found. It's possibly a myth, possibly true, of an ancient ruins somewhere to the south of us, wherein an artifact resides. The myth isn't terribly clear, but the artifact might be able to either hide or shield our village.
Shielding the village sounds pretty good. Hiding it sounds even better.
And he sent us hoping that we could find you. It has taken us several days to get anywhere close, and we had nothing to go on until we heard the sounds of battle. That kind of gave it away.
Well, of course that would give it away.
Kind of hard to be stealthy when, you're in battle.
And plus, I didn't roll that great of a stealth anyway.
Well, you certainly seem to do well enough, Thea.
I'm getting better.
Apparently, Thamior wanted you, if at all possible, to either confirm that the ruins exist, and if so, hopefully find the artifact if it's still there, if it even exists. Otherwise, give any sort of information that we've gained about this enemy.
Oh, goodness. Actually, I wouldn't mind going on a little archaeological dig for an artifact.
Especially if it'll help the village.
Varin shrugs and mutters, "Doesn't sound like something I can sink my teeth into, but I guess we can hunt for some thingamabob."
I actually have one of those in my tent.
Really? What's it look like?
It looks like a whatchamacallit.
Oh. A doodad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's also called a joke, Varin.
Varin looks completely nonplussed, and then after a moment goes, "I knew that."
You had to have it explained to you? How could you know if you had to have it explained?
Would you like to eat something, or would you like me to not hunt for a few days?
I think it's probably best that we take a long rest, get our thoughts and health in order.
Well,
so then
I have a question about. Well, first off, where are these ruins to the south? Like, that's a rather large area to search, if you know what I mean.
Well, it says a specific type of ruins, right?
There is a set of ruins to the south. I wonder if it's the same ruins or a different ruins. Oh no, that's the meteor ruins.
No,
Sorry.
there's a site. Speaking as the DM, there is a site that says meteor, and that's where a meteor impacted. Separate from that by about what's the distance here? 6 miles, 4 miles, 6 miles, I think. Yeah, 6 miles. Separate from that by 6 miles to the west, we did stumble into an area of ruined buildings, where Varin was briefly possessed by a ghost.
Very long, did we?
Say what?
But we didn't stay there for very long.
We didn't stay there for very long, partly because Varin was possessed briefly by a ghost. But you may
don't think we wanted to see if there was another one.
We didn't stay there very long because we didn't enjoy the prospect of further extra inhabitants of persons' bodies.
Yeah, so we got out of there as soon as possible.
Adran, you might recall that we did find elven skeletons, and that's also where you found a magic shield.
That is true. That is, in fact, where I found it.
In point of fact, I believe we all found some form of a magic item. Thea found a ring of spell storing. I found gloves of missile snaring. There were quite a few magic items there.
Hmm.
Might be a good place to start a hunt for a a thing.
Of
Artifact,
some
and
sort.
it mutters through clenched teeth.
Well, do you know what the artifact looks like?
Sort of. It depends on how much stock you want to put into a myth. Supposedly, it looks like a heart, but carved out of a clear crystal. So, if you look at it from the side, it's supposed to look clear. But if you look straight at it, it seems more blood red. According to myth.
Sounds like we're gonna go on a treasure hunt.
Well, I can hunt. I don't know about hunting treasure. That seems a little counterintuitive. You can't eat treasure. Varin is clearly annoyed at this idea. But you do have a map of the areas we've explored before, Adran, and well, you did mark on there the ruins. Pardon me. And adding to this, Varin would point out, well, I know you're tired, Adran, but it is early in the day. It's on the map. It's about 2 days travel. Why wait around?
Travel.
Sorry, Thea, go ahead.
I was agreeing. We might as well travel because we're not going to be able to go to sleep yet.
Nope, we're probably not.
Adran, you might notice a certain point on the map between us and the ruins.
Yeah.
So we'll
we could always go around it.
Exactly.
Haven't you ever heard of the child nursery rhyme? Can't go over it, can't go under it, can't go around it. Gotta go through it.
I've not heard that, actually.
But we could hypothetically go around it.
I think we can go around
it. Hypothetically, we could go around it and run into something else.
I mean, do you want to run into undead in your current state? And remember, I'm completely spent with magic.
That is true, and that is also why I decided to take a long rest, so that we can gain our health and our strength back.
We can't actually take a long rest until midnight, so what are we going to do from 7 in the morning till midnight?
Sleep, meditate.
In point of fact, Adran, it is not possible to take a long rest until 12 hours have passed.
Oh, wow.
Coincidentally, Thea, you might want to check your arrows. You and I are both quite low on arrows, but there are quite a few, dead hobgoblins around with various quivers who never got a chance to use them against us, so we can restock fairly easily.
Okay.
You should also check your bio, because at one point you did actually have to switch out one of your quiver, and you switch out your empty quiver for a full quiver, like right near the end of the battle. So you'll be able to completely restock that empty quiver as well.
Okay.
Adran, all things considered, I'm just going to hand you the 2 marble pearls that I still currently have. I think Adran benefits from them far more than Varin does.
You're too kind.
Just do me a favor. Don't eat any of them currently.
Well, no. I mean, I already have enough from
the one
short rest.
I'm adding them to your character sheet. Or actually, you already have it on your character sheet. So just there you go. 2 marble pearls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'd at least keep that up there just in case. So,
Yep.
But just switch it from a 0 to a 2.
Because I looked at my inventory, I'm actually going to take this chance to eat 1 Silvataf and gain back a first level spell slot.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit.
I was actually thinking about doing that too.
Eat it if you got it. All right. And Antenua, looking at the horde of hobgoblins we have wiped out in a single morning in about 3 minutes, I don't think we can keep up with you at this point. Antenua spent all of her magic just getting us this close. But there's a strange pole on a hill back that way. She points to the north towards the totem pole that we have used several times. We can be near that strange thing as a place to meet up once you've gotten what you're searching for.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good.
So they are going to head out, wishing us the best of luck. And we will set our sights once more to the south. We currently have quite a few supplies, especially medicinal, so I don't think we need to forage for them, unless either of you think otherwise. And since we have so many, I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to go ahead and eat one of my many garlic beans and gain 10 temporary hit points.
I was actually thinking about eating a couple of garlic beans as well, but
You'll only benefit from one at a time.
yeah, then I realized that, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I eat a heart sand?
You could do Sorry, my brain totally
Or,
spaced. What do you want to drink?
I love how you walk out.
The heart sand pulp.
Oh, you want to administer a heart sand poultice. Got it.
Yeah.
Which is 10d4 plus 20, I believe.
Yep.
You're really going to do that? All right. Yeah, you can do that if you want. Also, Thea, it's worth noting your ring of spell storing is completely spent.
Okay.
You currently have no spells stored. All right, we are going to set out. The rain persists throughout the day, making everything gray, heavy, waterlogged. It's not exactly a pleasant trip, but seems fairly uneventful. Pardon me, goodness. That's weird. There and there. There we go. And we are drawing near to... I moved it too far. There we go. We are drawing near to those marshes where we encountered the undead, and Varin navigates to the southwest around the marshes and swamps this time. There we go. I don't know how long ago you rolled that. It just came through on my screen. As you recover up to 47 hit points.
I just now rolled it.
Oh, okay.
So
you're current. Oh wow! No wonder you wanted to take one. You were at 19 hit points.
Yep.
I understand. The land is filled with streams. The grass is pressing down under the weight of the rain. There's a few boulders about us. Excuse me. And we come through the hills and grasslands to an area where the water has actually pooled into a couple of separate ponds with boulders and brush. The brush does have that familiar thorny looking vine, so watch your step. When something odd occurs, and give me 1 second. Okay, it's going to be black screen for a moment while I place us, so give me 1 second.
Alright.
Especially because the map is slowly loading. Here we go. Alright, I will place us un momento. Adran, Thea, and myself. Alright, so you should all now be able to see. There we go. Almost peculiar, my health bar's not showing up. Interesting that. I'll try and fix that later. Alright, so as we pass into this area, and by the way, this dark green is difficult terrain. This browner green is normal terrain. Okay?
And I figure that the brown squares here are difficult terrain.
They're not difficult, but they are slippery muddy.
Slippery muddy.
Yes, so you might recall various slips and falls in such terrain before.
have to do a dexterity saving throw if I try to run or dash
whenever
or something?
whenever you stop moving in that terrain, that's when you have to make the dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Or risk falling prone. Excuse me. That simmering malevolent presence that has been annoying us, kind of like imagine, if you will, the sound of a mosquito right behind your ear. It's that kind of, like, never quite gone, never quite actually landing and bothering, just kind of like hovering in the background. That's the sensation that this malevolent presence has. However, as we cross into this area, it suddenly rises up in a thick, crushing weight and washes out from us.
Yeah.
Into the land, into the air, into the water. And it's almost as though we're being watched.
I feel a bit of a rush, but not in a good way.
I need, if you like, everyone can give me perception checks. Nice, Thea. Oh my goodness. I just looked at my passive perception. Good, Adran. My passive perception is currently at 21. So
Whoa.
Varin's not going to bother rolling. You both pass with flying colors. You both notice that this boulder over here, to the west of us, it's starting to deform swiftly, as though something's inside, reaching out, pushing past an invisible barrier. And detaching from the boulder, leaving the boulder as it was, as though it had never actually been part of the boulder. The pond of water to our southwest suddenly starts to boil from deep within. The water agitated, as though something massive is moving about within its waters. There we go. And all of a sudden, something bursts up out of the water, looking like water itself. And we can all roll for initiative. And may luck be with you. Oh, Adran. Real quick, Adran, were you traveling with your shield equipped, or were you just traveling along empty-handed?
Let's see. Technically, I was traveling with my shield.
Okay. Bear that in mind in case you want to switch to your longbow.
I actually would like to switch to my longbow.
Sorting us all out. All right. First up is Varin. Huh. That's unusual, I mutter. And I'm going to move away from both of these things, because that does not look pleasant to be near. I'm going to take my action to cast my one spell, Longstrider, on myself. So I moved 35 feet, I'm going to move another 10 into the difficult terrain. And then I'm going to use my interaction to pull out my longbow. Thea, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, that can't be good. I think she'll hide and move, because that seems like a thing to do.
Oh, wow. That is a wonderful stealth. You are indeed unseen and unheard. And where would you like to move to? It is currently heavy rain. Okay, so you can hide in the rain. You don't have to hide in the deep grass. Ooh,
okay. So. She'll move here.
Alrighty. The waterish creature. Where is it? There it is. It's going to take its action to dash. Alright, Adran, it is now your turn.
Alright. Let's see. I'm actually going to use a cantrip of firebolt at the water creature.
So, alright. Excuse me, you may go for your attack, sir.
Alright. There we go. Come on. Come on, page. There we go. For some reason my page wouldn't come up.
Odd.
Let's see, I'm on normal.
I've been noticing some
Firebolt.
glitches today during prep. That
What?
is a critical hit. Oh my word.
Good job.
Right off the bat.
What is that? 31
That is
fire
31
hit point?
fire damage.
Good job.
Oh,
Watch his health bar.
I had my Wheaties today.
Apparently. That's what 31
What?
damage did.
Oh my gosh.
Your
31 points did that?
your bolt of flame slams into the creature and it kind of boils and hisses, shivers, and doesn't seem terribly impressed.
But at least I got his attention.
Oh, you got its attention. It is looking directly at you.
Well, 5, 10, 15. There we go. I moved out of the way.
As much as you can, eh?
Yep.
All right. And then there's a whistling, howling noise from above.
Uh-oh. Somebody else that wants to join the party.
Whoosh, landing right next to me. What looks like just wind. There's no better way to describe it. Oh no.
A few elementals.
Oh goodness.
Oh, crit.
Uh-huh. Let's see, that's 29 and 15. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. 15 and then 29. Ow! It just slams into the mud and water-soaked ground and just punches me with fists of hardened air.
Looks like it knocked the wind out of you.
Ow! And give me 1 second. Okay. Adran, you notice that something is moving through the grass towards you.
No. Stay away.
It is now the stony thingy's turn.
Of course it is.
Thea, you did a really good stealth check. You were definitely hidden in the rain. This thing turns its granite-like head, gem-studded eyes searching the battlefield, and it makes its way directly towards you. You can almost...
tremor sense.
Uh-huh. You feel it. You can see that it's paying attention to the ground rather than its eyesight. However, let's see here. Now, granted, I'm not terribly familiar with tremor sense, but I'm going to say that because he cannot actually physically see you, given that you're hidden, these attacks are going to be at disadvantage. So, first attack, disadvantage. I get a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Would you like to uncanny dodge, or would you like to hold until you see the second attack?
Hold until I see the second attack.
Alright, second attack, disadvantage. I get a 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, you can choose your attack to uncanny dodge. Basically, it just walks up and just starts swinging these massive stony arms.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and dodge the first one. That puts it to 6.
The first one?
And yeah.
I round down, so that's actually 5.
5. Okay.
Or you could choose the other one, the second attack that hit for 13, and reduce that to 6.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And then the other one's 11, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then there's a buzzing noise from among the boulders.
No buzzings.
Movement. Okay.
Not the buzzing.
And it's going to dash. So that was round 1. Maybe we should have rested! I shout.
Like I wanted to!
They probably would have come anyway.
There is that. I'm going to... Oops. Let's see. Well, I'm kind of at short point blank range. I'm going to pull out my sword and attack twice. Wow. I believe I'll get Colossus Slayer on one of those. Okay, so that 10 becomes a 13. What's going on here? Hang on one second. Oh, alright then. And there, okay. Alright, watch his health bar. That is 21 plus 3, 24. But it doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as we would have expected it to.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, I mutter. And I'm going to... Ooh, I don't want to risk... You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and risk an attack of opportunity. And I'm just going to use my land stride ability and move in amongst those bushes. So here comes the attack of opportunity. Please miss me. Oh, it doesn't miss me. Ow! 12 damage. Okay, I am very badly hurt. Alright, Thea, it's now your turn. You are hidden. You are unseen and unheard.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, and you're at point blank range with this, moving rock.
Right, so she's gonna use her bonus to...
You are unseen, so you don't have to disengage. Unless you attack first.
No, she's doing it to dash so that she can move...
70 feet.
25.
Depending on how it feels, we might be able to do
Just a second, sorry, I'm trying to count.
You are perfectly fine.
Like if he gets a second win, yeah.
25, 35, 45. To here.
It's just that he said it's a possibility because he doesn't have.
Wow. Alrighty then. Nice move.
Well, yeah, that's why she's using her bonus to dash, and then she'll just dodge.
With your action?
Yeah.
You're already hidden. So any attack against you is already at disadvantage.
That's true. Actually, I think what I'll have her move not quite so far. She'll get a shot off at this thing right here.
Okay. You have advantage on the attack.
And then
That'll hit. Okay, so that becomes 23. Let me check mine. Yep.
And then she'll use the last of her movement to go over here,
Okay.
next to Adran.
A chip of stone flies off the shoulder of this thing that you shot.
Yeah, lots of health.
Quite probably. All right. Next up is the watery thing. Here we go. It's going to dash. Let's see. And its watery form encapsulates the giant wasp as it moves towards you, Varin. The watery thing doesn't seem to care all that much about the fact that it now has a giant insect in its liquid body. But it dashed, so it doesn't have any actions. Adran, it's now your turn.
Well, what am I gonna do?
I hope something very useful.
Well, first of all, I don't want anything buzzing around my head, and, well, there is just the big guy of water just right there. And I have no spells whatsoever.
It's on.
Oh,
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
yeah, I've got no spells whatsoever.
You do have a sword.
Did you use one of your silver top previously, though?
Well, apparently I did during the last fight. I did use one.
I just remembered I also have 10 temporary hit points, so I should be like at 30 hit points instead of 20. I'm so
That's
glad I
fair.
ate one of those.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Alright, Adran, I apologize for interrupting your turn. Go ahead.
I believe I'm just going to use my short sword, and I'm not sure if I should attack the snake in the grass or the swarm of bees, but I figure if I knock one of these creatures out, I don't have to deal with 3 of them for the next round.
The snake is outside your range,
True.
but you could attack the insect even though it's currently inside a water body, for lack of a better
Well,
description.
if the wasp is currently inside the water body, then shouldn't they be all dead?
On
by now?
its turn, it'll be having an interesting time. Let's put it that way, because we haven't gotten to its turn yet.
Okay, so I'm going to use a cantrip on the snake.
It is a ranged cantrip, and you currently have enemies within 5 feet of you.
Slim Jim. All right, I'll just attack Big Blue
All right,
with my sword.
go for the attack.
All right, here we go. Short sword.
Which reminds me, your perception check earlier should have been at disadvantage. My bad. That will hit. Well done.
Okay.
You do see it hits, but the water seems to be diluting your attack somewhat.
Well, that sucks.
And your extra attack, sir.
My extra attack.
By the way, same creature? Or would you like
Yeah.
to target the wasp?
I was gonna be targeting the wasp, but
Thank you. Good thing, because you do actually manage to hit and deal it some
Sure.
7 points of damage. There we go. Good hit.
thank you.
All right.
Now my whole thought of if I do move, that causes an opportunity to attack. Opportunity of attack.
Correct. Okay.
but I kind of want to move just slightly this way so that way I'm not out of his, not out of his proximity, but.
Oh, that's odd. What happened here? Alright. Fair point. Okay, yeah, that's not going to trigger any attacks of opportunity.
Nope.
I need to fix something here real quick. Bear with me 1 second.
Bearing.
Alright, sorry, there's a small problem on my end that I'm trying to fix.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Apologies for that, everyone. Unfortunately for me, this air being squeezes itself down into a narrow, twisting bend and simply flies right through all the brush I was hoping would provide me some form of protection.
Yikes.
And is now basically just hovering there in the air. And is actually going to... Sorry, I put it in the wrong spot. There we go. It suddenly flows into my space, swirling around me, and I need to make a strength saving throw. Gulp. Hey, what do you know? I succeeded.
Nice.
Barely. Okay, so on a success, I take half damage and I'm not flung away or knocked prone. Oh my goodness. I take 11 points of damage. Thank goodness, because I succeeded on my strength saving throw.
Oof.
I am being utterly battered by this wind being. Adran, looks like you have a new dance partner.
Yep.
And it's going to lash at you.
Bring it on.
I get a 13 to hit you.
Ting.
You
Off
feel
the
it.
shield.
You feel it scraping its fangs scraping against your booted foot.
Yeesh.
And while you laugh, because you know, whatever, it's just a snake, right? Just a snake. No biggie.
Oh, please.
Adran, you hear
Just tell it to me.
to the west a wet, rustling noise.
Better not be a toad.
And I need a wisdom saving throw from you, sir.
Oh gosh, no. I'll take the toad. I'll take the toad.
That is not a success.
Well,
As you look up to meet the hauntingly empty eyes of a scarecrow.
I can roll another saving throw.
You can indeed, because you finally reached level 9.
Indomitable.
Would you like to would you like to roll it, sir?
I would. Very much so.
All right.
Very much.
You may roll another wisdom saving throw
Here we go.
in your desperate attempt.
No! I gotta keep it. No!
Oh
I gotta
no!
keep this one.
Your intrinsic fear is just that settled into your
Oh
bones.
my gosh, what a horrible roll. Oh man, I'm now struck with fear.
You are now frightened, sir. Hang on.
Great.
Frightened. If it will eventually work for me, which it's not. Okay. You have disadvantage on ability checks, you already had that, and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight. And you cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear. So that happens.
Great. All my attacks now are at disadvantage.
Yep.
That sucks.
Alright. The stony creature to the south of us sinks into the ground.
Well, that's not good.
And then comes out of the ground right next to you, Thea. Still attacking at disadvantage, first attack. I get a 13.
That misses.
Alright, second attack, disadvantage. And 11.
That misses also.
Excellent. Alright. So the insect does not like being in the water. Can't breathe very well. It's going to fly out. However, it is going to trigger an attack of opportunity from the water thing. The water being protrudes an extra arm, reaches up, and slams the insect into the ground for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
The insect shatters. Well,
That's some hard water.
that's one thing in our favor, I yell. And I am badly hurt, and I don't want to... Oh dear. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Alright. Wrong thing. Here it is.
Hacking
Adran,
me
please
through.
roll me 1d6.
1d6.
Okay, thank you. I am indeed going to drink a Hacking Brew. Which is... My brain just went away.
8d4 plus 8.
Thank you. 8d4 plus 8. Because I am badly hurt. 24 hit points.
Not bad.
I only had 19. Okay.
I know what that's like.
So this is problematic. I don't want to be in close range to this thing. I'm going to step out of its space, but not too far to trigger any attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Thea, it is now your turn.
It didn't go where I wanted it to go, but that's okay.
Fair enough. Not sure where you wanted it to go, but...
Well, Adran moved.
Hmm.
Well...
You are hidden.
No, I'm not.
What did you do last turn? Oh, you shot it. Right, I forgot. You
I
are
shot
correct.
it, and then I used my bonus to dash instead of...
Correct, I forgot.
hide.
Thank you. So Adrian's not within 5 feet of this, but he is within 5 feet
But
of this.
I can take a step here and attack this.
You are correct.
So...
I assume then you're attacking with your sword.
Yeah, I'll take in as part of my attack action, put away my bow, pull out my short sword, and go ahead and attack with the short sword.
With
and then
interaction
because-
rules, you can pull out your short sword, and your longbow is basically still in your hand. So,
Okay.
So you got one longbow in hand and one short sword. Go for the attack with not with advantage. That's
Right,
such a habit to say that
but
for
I
you.
did get sneak of damage
Oh, there
because...
you go. And
it's
that's
near
with your
Adran.
magic short sword, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent choice, because that blow did something more than physical damage to it, slightly disrupting this watery elemental being. Excellent hit. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
There's not much else. I just was trying to get near Adran because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay at a distance, so...
Fair. You could go ahead and hide. It won't do much, but it will impose disadvantage on attacks against you.
Yeah, might as well.
That is a very beautiful stealth.
It's just like last stealth.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Oh, look whose turn it is. Water thing. All right. Da 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 da.
Probably gonna attack me.
It moves into your space, Adran. You are suddenly actually, both of you are suddenly ensconced within its watery form, and I need strength saving throws from you both.
Okay.
Thea, that is a failure.
Well, strength's not her.
Adran, I'm not sure why you're
her
rolling at
strength.
disadvantage,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
that is actually a success in either case. All right. So, Thea, you are. Hang on. You are currently grappled.
Okay.
There we go. And you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as its watery form grabs onto you. Adran, you're going to take half of that, so 4 points of damage to you, sir, because you succeeded on your saving throw. Further, Thea, you are considered, while you are grappled, you are also considered restrained and unable to breathe.
Okay.
Adran, you are pushed out of the form by your success.
Okay.
Just checking 1 second thing. Okay. So that happens. So Thea, you are currently restrained and possibly drowning. I will say that you would have had time, seeing it move forward into your space, you would have had time to grab a panicked breath.
Okay.
If you wouldn't, so while we continue on, if you would please look up the rules for suffocation.
Okay, doke.
So you are currently restrained. Thank you. Adran, it is now your turn. You have a snake in front of you, a water elemental in front of you, and Thea apparently grappled by it. You can attack.
Well, since I'm also dived in with fear, don't I have to make some sort of a Constitution saving throw or something like that?
Let me check if that's at the end of your turn. Actually, you're technically paralyzed.
Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. So yeah, you are currently paralyzed. So basically you don't get to do anything. There is no saving throw for you, sir.
Okay.
Which technically means you should have failed your strength saving throw.
Well, that's why I basically had it on disadvantage, because I thought everything I did was at disadvantage.
No, you would not have even gotten the strength saving throw. So add back the health you took off, I believe it was 4 points, and then take 9 away.
Okay, so
and you would now be restrained in the creature as well. And also drowning.
there.
Alright. It is now the air thing's turn. Oops, wrong character sheet. I almost forgot something. Okay, so it did recharge that. But it's going to attack me instead, hitting once for 19 damage. Goodness. The snake has advantage on his attack against you, sir.
Great.
So I get a 21 to hit you. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, wait a second. I'm still paralyzed,
Yeah,
right?
but this is Constitution. It's different from Strength or Dexterity.
Ah, okay.
Well, that and like with most saves, you're able to do it because it's like fighting for
Dang
your
it, I was
life.
still on disadvantage.
Yeah, we'll go with the first result, the 25. That is a success, so you're only going to take half the poison damage. So you take 11 points of damage.
So basically 6 or 5?
No, 11. 8 piercing.
Oh, 11.
There you go. All right. The Scarecrow is going to dash, and that ends its turn. You are no longer paralyzed by it, but you are still restrained.
Yeah. It was a great stupid water thing.
Yep. Alrighty. Excuse me. So Thea, you are currently restrained, but yet hidden, which is rather impressive. So any attack against you has advantage, but because you're hidden, it also has disadvantage. So they cancel each other out. The rocky creature is going to swing at you.
Okay.
At normal, 2 attacks.
Both hit.
Okay, so
And I'm down.
no, hold on. Okay, so you are basically ensconced within the water.
Right.
I don't consider that cover, but since you are caught within its watery form, basically you, pardon me, goodness, half the damage is going to go to, and I know this isn't technically in the rules, but it makes sense to me. Half the damage is to you, half the damage is to the water creature holding you.
Okay, so I
that's
only take 14 total?
28, 14, yes, 14 total.
Okay.
Okay,
Okie dokie.
this is kind of what makes sense to me.
Okay.
Okay, this is getting painful.
Yeah.
Now remember, you two are, actually, let me double check something. It's not your turn yet. Okay, this is... Okay. Alright, so it is now my turn. Goodness. What are my hit points anyways? Not good. I'm going to attack. Oh, I get a nat 1, that misses. And Colossus Slayer for a total of 13. And I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna trigger. Yikes, I'm not gonna go by the earth. That Sony fellow, that guy looks like he hurts. 45 feet.
They all hurt.
Yeah, right. Triggering an attack of opportunity. That misses. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, Thea. It is now your turn. You are within the water elemental.
Am I able to make an athletics or an acrobatics to try and escape the grapple?
I'm double checking that 1 second. Yes, you can make your choice, either an athletics or acrobatics check to try and get out.
I'll do acrobatics.
Okay, and it should, let's see, let me check something. Okay, so you only have a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, not ability checks. Alright, so that 13 is not a success. I will say that it's enough of a success that you're able to poke your face out and get some air.
Okay.
Alright. Excuse me. And... okay. Double checking something, sorry. Alright, at the start of its turn. Alright. You're both going to take 10 points of damage.
And I'm out.
Alright, Thea is now unconscious. And drowning. And the water elemental just kind of stands there soaking you both. Adran, it is now your turn.
Well, I'd like to use a little fire damage on him, but that would also put me at like a disadvantage when I use it.
Yes, you are correct.
Oh. So I'm just going to... And I'm still grappled down, right?
You are grappled and restrained, yes.
Well...
You could use your action to administer a healing item to Thea.
Let's see. I will actually use one of my heart sands
Okay.
to heal her. So I'm now down to 5 heart sands.
Alright, would you like to roll the healing points for her?
Yes. Let me go to my dice roller. And here we go. Oh, come on, you glitch.
Oh, nice. You get 45 hit points, Thea, as you come back to consciousness. On the ground, you are no longer held within the water elemental. Effectively, it thought you were dead. So basically, just dropped your limp form.
Okay.
And on top of that,
You do still have your action surge and your second wind, sir.
and on top of that, I was gonna be doing my action surge.
Aha! How did I
And-
guess?
Using my staff of paralysis.
Alright, who are you targeting?
The water creature.
Interesting. Constitution saving throw, I believe, yes?
Yes, I believe so.
I get a 20.
Oh gosh.
Would you also like to use your second wind and heal yourself a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, before you use it, I need to double check something. Yes, I did not fix it, so give me 1 second. Because it should now be a +9. And you should now be able to use it.
Okay. Come on.
You recover 12 hit points.
Oh yay.
Had to upgrade it for you. Alright, I believe that's it for your turn, yes sir?
Yes.
Alright.
So I'm guessing with the Constitution saving throw, I failed.
You did fail to paralyze the water elemental, yes.
Dang it. It was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. Staff of paralysis DC is 15. And you marked off a use of it, yes?
Yes, I'm down to 3 uses.
Okay. Alrighty then. My windy dance partner is going to fly towards me. Almost as though it's mocking me. And it recharged its whirlwind, so it's going to move into my space and use whirlwind. I need to make a strength saving throw. Which I fail. Ow. Alright, so I take... Sorry?
We're not doing very well.
No, not very well at all.
I wanted to make a long rest so we can gain some...
Yeah, but these things
Magic.
also came out of us, sort of the curse thingy that we were given, so it might have just shown up wherever we went.
I take 15 bludgeoning damage, and I'm flung 20 feet away from the elemental and knocked prone. Let's see. Adran, please roll me a d8.
Alright.
Okay. I am flung to the south. 20 feet and knocked prone. Whoops. Prone. All right. Ow. Did I mark the damage on myself? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right. The snake is going to bite at you again, sir. And since you are restrained, it has advantage on its attack.
Dang.
I don't think a 15 hits you through your shield.
Nope.
All right. You are currently caught within water. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dash. So I'm potentially in trouble.
Yes, you are.
And then the rocky creature disappears into the ground again. And comes up out of the ground next to me, having dashed to get there. Top of the round, there's a shudder of the magic around us. And the elemental creatures slink away. Well, the stone creature sinks into the earth, the wind creature dissipates into the air around us, and the water creature simply splashes down in a puddle about you two,
Ugh.
leaving both of you very soaked.
Okay. I don't know what that was about, but I'm glad it's gone. Hopefully they're gone for good.
Ugh, I thought we were goners.
I'm going to...
We still have
Please heal yourself or something.
we still have dance partners.
I noticed. Goodness. Oh my goodness, I just looked at my hit points. Yikes.
Yes.
Let me see, what have I got? I don't have many of those left. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my mudworm roots while I'm just laying there on the ground. It's like, okay, I didn't want to eat this. Oh, that thing is gross. Which is 2d4 plus 4, I believe, yes?
Let me...
I hope it is, because I just rolled.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so I'll just take 2 off of that. I get 6 points back. Yay! And then I'm going to stand up so I don't have anyone attacking me with advantage.
Yeah.
So that was half my movement. I'll round it down to 20 feet of movement remaining. So I'm going to move 20 feet and trigger an attack of opportunity. That misses. Haha. Neener. Alright, Thea, you're currently prone.
And I stand up. That takes 5 feet of movement.
That is correct, because I forgot that you have athlete. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and what else would you like to do?
That's a good question. I'll go move here and attack the snake thingy there.
Cool, go for it. Oh, that'll hit for sure. For 23 points of damage. Oh goodness. I imagine that you split it open from head to tip of its tail.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's 2 halves of the
That
snake
makes
right
sense.
there. Say what?
Yeah, and then I'll probably like shake the blood off of my sword and put it away.
Fair enough. Did you want to hide or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
That's a good stealth. Adran, you hear me as I start running, trying to backpedal away from this scarecrow. Burn it! Now,
Oh, that's
it is
now.
past the end of its turn, so you're no longer frightened or paralyzed by it. Because it has not
Well.
targeted you again with terrifying gaze.
Firebolt.
Alright, give it. Oh, that'll
Yes, that
hit.
was on normal.
That'll definitely hit, and he's vulnerable. So, oh, why is... quick question. Can either of you two see his health bar?
No.
No, I cannot.
Okay, that didn't work. I've noticed that there's a bit of a glitch going on, so give me 1 second. And I apologize,
It's all
everyone.
good.
I've noticed that there's actually been quite a few glitches already, so it should be interesting. Alright, so you should now be able to see its health bar.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm double checking something on my end. Can either of you see my health bar?
Yes.
Yes,
Huh.
I can.
I wonder why I can't. Interesting. Alright, so you definitely hit it with fire. That's terrifying to it. It's going to look at me with its terrifying gaze.
You're not going to allow me to move? Or,
Oh, I beg your
or am
pardon. Go ahead. My bad.
Alright, so that's 10.
Yep.
And then 15, 20, 25, 30.
Excellent.
There.
I apologize for that. Alright, anything else for you, sir?
No. All I had left was movement.
Alright, so he's going to target me with Terrifying Gaze. And I have advantage on my saving throw against fear. I have Steel Will. Nope, that didn't work. I'm paralyzed.
No.
I lock in place. And
I almost feel like Adran and Varin were just so traumatized by their previous experiences with Scarecrow, they just don't stand a chance.
so I'm currently paralyzed and restrained. Or not restrained, paralyzed. Derp.
Sure.
And the Scarecrow moves behind me for cover. It froze me in place to use me for cover. Alright, well, I'm paralyzed. I don't get to do anything. Thea, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move a bit so that I can actually see it, and then I'll go ahead and attack him.
You have advantage because of your hide, and you get to ignore the, from that position, I'd call that half cover, but it doesn't really matter because you get to ignore that anyway with sharpshooter.
Yep.
Alright, go for the attack.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. For 24 damage, my goodness.
Nice.
You ripped something out of it that possibly was its artificial heart.
Oh, and I was gonna go burn its rear end one more
You can still
time.
burn its remains.
Yeah, because it's not getting back up again.
Nope. Alright, so that was interesting. And as the creatures die around us, we can each of us feel that malevolent presence that washed out of us slink back into us.
Yeah.
Adran, you can make me an Arcana check with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage. There we go.
That is actually enough. It is safe to say that we are cursed. However, you'll recall that we did go into the lake, that you went into the lake earlier, but nothing happened.
No, but I did find a flask of some sort.
You did find a flask. However, there was no attack by elemental beings.
No, there wasn't.
There was not, and despite us being around obviously dirt and air and water, nothing occurred until we were around large bodies of water with stones.
Huh. That's true.
So
I guess what that basically means is that if we're near any of those type of elements, that's when this cursed feeling comes out and attacks us.
So I'm going to assume that it's unwise for us to remain here.
Yes, it's probably best that we just get moving.
All right, let me double check something. I'm trying to see. Okay, that's super odd. Now I can see my health bar.
Really?
Now that I put
Well,
a
and
second
for a
token
while
on.
there was 2 of you.
Yeah, well, I pulled out a second one and deleted my old one.
Gotcha.
And that's when I could see my health bar. So that's odd. Adran, we now have a choice to make. And I'll move us to the big map, by the way. Obviously, we cannot remain here. For sure. Unless you want to risk another dance.
No, I want to get past the undead and down to the ruins as fast as possible.
We have enough daylight, so to speak, or travel time left in us, to remove another 6 miles. The question is, do we want to continue south, or do we want to try and return to the totem pole because Thea went unconscious? Thea, I'm going to need you to roll for a lingering injury. Please roll me. Actually, I'll roll it because I don't recall if I ever figured out how to make the macro work for you two. All right, so here comes the lingering injury roll. You have an internal injury. Whenever you attempt an action in combat, you must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you lose your action and cannot use reactions until the start of your next turn. The injury heals if you receive magical healing or if you spend 10 days doing nothing but resting. With that in mind, I would like to offer you a mudworm root.
Oh, okay.
Would you like? So you can roll 2d4 plus 2, I believe you said, Adran, yes? Adran? He's disappeared. 2d4 plus 2, please, Thea. You recover 9 hit points, and you can feel the pain of your lingering injury going away.
Oh, cool.
Because magical healing. Hang on 1 second while I try and reconnect, because I can't hear Adran. Adran, are you there? Thea, are you able to hear Adran?
Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. All right. So that actually kind of answers the question I was asking, because with that mudworm root, Thea no longer needs to return to the totem pole for a healing session.
Oh, that's
good. We try to get to the ruins if we can, or as close to them as we can, and probably not stay the night near any water.
Or rocks.
Or rocks.
Because it's kind of hard to evade water right now with all the rain. And I apologize, Adran, what were you saying?
No, I was saying that's a good idea.
All right, we are able to travel a little bit further, and we can finally take a long rest. As part of that, it's a little bit early, but I'm going to suggest that we go ahead and take a short break.
Okay.
All right, so let me pause on my end, not the sign. And we are back with a new dawn. Adran, please roll me 1d6 plus 1 to see how many charges you recover on your staff of paralysis. Your bone staff of paralysis.
Let's see, 1. No. My numbers are being stupid right now. 1d6 plus 1?
I believe so. Let me double check for you. 1d6 plus 1 daily at dawn, yes.
Okay, there we go.
You recover 3 charges, so it's up to 6 of 7 charges. Nice roll.
Yes.
Also, because we took a long rest, and you now learn what that potion was you found at the bottom of the lake held by the skeleton.
Oh, really? What was that?
A potion of speed.
Ooh.
That's nice.
So it's almost like having a long strider or something.
No. You recall that final hobgoblin blood hand? The one that rushed across basically the entire battlefield and just went nuts on attacking both of us.
Yes, I remember that
So when you
guy.
drink a potion of haste, and you might recall that there was something on his lips that wasn't, spittle, so it's clear he had
Yeah.
drunk something. When you drink a potion of speed, you gain the benefits of the haste spell. Until the spell ends, your speed is doubled. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns. That action can be used only to take the attack action. One weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. When the spell ends, the target cannot move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it.
Wow.
I believe it lasts
That's
for
incredible.
a minute? Yes, a minute. Now, the spell itself is concentration, but since it's coming out of a potion, I'm fine with saying that it does not require concentration.
Okay.
So I'm going to add... let's see, go ahead and put on that you've got one potion of... Actually, don't write it yet. Hang on. Hang on. Potion of speed. It is now in your inventory. Down at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, you already added it. Never mind. And I'm going to add the description to your character sheet here. There you go. There. So now that's available for you to look at.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Yes. Thea, did you reset all of your appropriate character abilities? Hit points, hit dice. Thea, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I was a little worried there for a second.
No, sorry.
You're perfectly all right. Okay. This new day is another cold 40-degree day. There is a strong wind blowing to the east, but the rain has finally ended.
Oh, good.
And fortunately, we are not near any rocks, water, and/or air.
Wait a second. We can't breathe here?
Well, no, we can breathe. I said and/or. As a combination.
We're not around all three
Correct.
at the same time.
So, we're about a day's journey away from the ruins that we found our magic items at. Are we ready to travel?
Yes, let's get down to the ruins.
Okay. The day is surprisingly uneventful, as thanks to your awareness of what exactly we encountered yesterday, we take extreme care to avoid any combinations of rocks, water, and air. I mean, unless you want to, look for one.
No, not really.
Fair enough. All right, so we arrive. Let me move us there. As dusk starts to settle.
Hmm.
Here we go. And let me set it to evening. Save. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, you may recall from the last time we visited here that there was a ramshackle little hut of a structure there where we briefly took shelter.
It was very, very cold in that shelter as well.
It was indeed, as well as having unfriendly residents. As we stand in the gathering twilight, there was one sight we saw that further to the south there was a large patch of sand. Rather odd for this being grassland. But beyond that, there's remnants of structures, remnants of streets, possibly, or trails, growing trees, for once devoid of the vine. What would you like to do?
I know we've already been through the one structure. Why don't we try looking all around the structure?
Works for me.
See what we can find.
So I'm gonna head towards the south around the hut. What about you two?
I'm heading around the west.
Okay, Thea?
I'll follow Varin.
Fair enough. Hey, Adran. I'm hesitant to use it because I don't want to spend more magic than I have to, but did you want me to use Primeval Awareness?
Yes.
Alright. Gonna spend a first level spell slot. Okay, for 1 minute per level of spell. I immediately blurt out, yeah, there's elementals. I feel elementals. But I don't feel undead. Or anything else. Just elementals. Not terribly encouraging given yesterday.
That's true.
Now, this grass is technically difficult terrain, but that's more relevant if we're actually in combat. Adran, the wind is cool. The air is cold. Not that unholy cold of the presence of undead. Just windy, fall. The air is fresh and smells of the damp rainwater. I need to zoom out because we're moving so far away from each other. Whoops. There we go. Adran, you do find the remnants of what looks like a pile of stones arranged to form some form of a pathway at some point. They're
Yeah.
old, weather-worn, scattered, ill repair.
Although I don't find anything interesting there.
Other than the remains of it.
Although I feel as if I'm coming on to another structure of some sort.
Wait, oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry, oh. It looks like the ruined remnants of a wall. What purpose it once served, other than just to obstruct, but whether it was like, say, part of a house or just like a property line, who knows? And then you hear a bird whistle from the direction Adran and Thea went, or Varin and Thea went, excuse me. Thank you. I'm not a terribly good bird whistler. Adran? And Thea, you can see what I'm pointing at. Out on the sand, where it wasn't before, as the night deepens around us, something that looks like a large platform made of a burnished metal has appeared.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. I was watching the sands and it just kind of as everything got darker and darker, it just kind of appeared.
Well, at least one thing's for sure. That malevolent feeling is not going to pop out anywhere near here, because it looks like we're dealing with sand, not rock or water.
Does sand form elementals, I ask? And then I just step onto the sand, smirking back at you like, think on that, smart guy.
I think an elemental can probably come out of anything that's, I don't know, an element.
Fair.
Elementary, my dear. Yeah.
All right. You know what? I love that particular story. You take an inspiration point, sir.
Thank you.
And I assume you draw near to the metallic platform as well.
Yep.
Might as well.
Good to know. Not that that's ominous or anything.
No.
It does indeed look like a metallic plate. Just kind of there.
But why?
You can investigate it. Roll me an investigation check, sir. It is dim light, so this is at disadvantage. Unless someone wants to help you. Is anyone else proficient in investigation?
No, I'm not.
Let me check myself.
Nope.
I'm really good at perception. Investigation, I'm like, what's that? All right, give
Here
me.
I am at disadvantage.
Excellent. Could also use your inspiration, I'm just saying, but okay. Wow. Okay.
That's a good roll.
That is a really good roll. So this metallic platform is weather worn, cool slightly to the touch, but as you examine it, you can see very, very trace indications of boot prints, like as though someone had once stood here, possibly in high heat, because however long ago it was, well, it looks like it left a residue of leather, possibly very, very high heat.
Well, that's interesting.
What is?
There seems to be some footprints there.
I step onto
right
it.
on the plate.
I step onto it to examine it, and there's a grinding sound in the sand behind you, Adran.
Oh.
Hang on. I gotta zoom in. Oh wait. I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. As I step onto the metallic platform, out of the shifting sands, stones appear.
What the?
I didn't do it?
Well, I think you may have.
What are they? I mean, I see they're stones, but for what possible purpose?
I wonder. Just thinking out loud, but maybe we have to hit the stones in a pattern and it'll unlock a passage or something? I think I might need another investigation check.
You can give me another investigation check at disadvantage.
Right. I am still at disadvantage. Let's see. There we go.
Okay. So as you start to investigate, first off, you get a little bit of sand in your eye, but as you do draw near, You've spent your life around magical things. There's a distinct feeling of magic about these stones. Maybe an Arcana check would be a better choice.
You know what? I'm gonna try an Arcana
but
check.
that will be without disadvantage, so at normal.
Okay.
Okay. Double checking. Not quite enough. You can definitely sense that there's magical potential to these stones. But what they're meant, what that potential is for, you're not entirely sure.
Right.
It's too bad you didn't spend more time in magic school. Small wonder your great-grandfather is so or great-great-grandfather is so disappointed in you. I smirk at your back.
And I wonder
About?
Do I need to step on the stone or do I need to touch the stone?
There's one way to find out.
I'm gonna try stepping on a stone.
Alright, which one?
This one.
Alright, roll me 2d10, please.
2d10.
You've heard lightning before. There's a sound of lightning as Varin cries out in sudden pain, and I take 10 lightning damage.
Oh!
Ow! What was that for?
Well, that was because I stood on the stone.
Why did I get zapped?
Because you're on the metal thing.
I look down at my feet. This could not be good. Adran, you can give me either an intelligence or another Arcana check.
I'm gonna give another Arcana check.
Okay. Oh my goodness. As you start thinking it through and, start bludgeoning your mind for information from your grandfather, I really wish you'd paid more attention in class.
Yeah.
You start paying attention to the fact that only some of the stones have magical potential. Some are not waiting for potential to be fulfilled so much as they are already holding it. And as you study it, you notice that it's hard to make out because you're using your physical eyes, but as you start focusing more on your magical senses, let's see if this works.
Oh,
almost writ into the essence of magic, into the essence of the magical nature of these stones, you can perceive different symbols. Thea, you're not aware of this.
Wow.
No, I'm just watching Adran zap Varin, obviously.
With great enjoyment, I imagine.
Man, I wish I paid better attention in class.
Or mild amusement. I think it's mild amusement.
Mild amusement, that makes sense.
Man. Well, looks like there's certain buttons or certain stones that have elemental properties or magical properties.
So, does it mean we need to smash all the buttons and see how Varin gets hurt?
No, I wouldn't recommend that per se.
I don't recommend it. I really would rather not recommend that. Adran, as you study this, one symbol in particular stands out to you. Mostly because it's one you use quite a bit. Can you see the ping? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. Right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's the symbol for the school of evocation magic. The kind of magic you use to blow stuff up, burn things, etc.
Well, that explains why I saw the footprints on that big platform.
And with that realization, you start noticing other things. Over here is transmutation. Here is necromancy, illusion, conjuration. Wait, illusion? No. Here is divination.
That's the one I stood on and lightning struck.
And
What about
sorry,
this one down here?
sorry, I was adjusting my chair, not looking.
Oh.
Sorry for the break there. Conjuration, divination, abjuration, and enchantment.
Don't we need the enchantment spell?
I look at you, Thea. What enchantment spell? You know, sometimes I really don't understand him.
I thought he was finding different ways to hurt you.
I'd really rather not. I don't like getting hurt. I like
There are
hurting things.
There are certain stones here that have certain properties on them. When I touch or even stand on that stone, it reacts to the platform that Varin is standing on.
I don't like that.
But why is it here?
Someone wanted to make people ask questions like years after they died.
Well, if I step on those things, a certain incident will happen. What happens if I stand on one of the stones with no symbols on it?
Well, you can try.
I'm almost nervous to see. Alright, roll me 2d10. Alright. Ow! As I take a jolt of 4 points of lightning damage. I don't like that!
Okay. So which items were they again?
Up in the top left was transmutation, top right evocation, middle top left necromancy, middle top right illusion, bottom middle left conjuration, bottom middle right divination, bottom left abjuration, bottom right enchantment.
Don't we need an enchantment of protection or something for our village?
I thought it was a thingamabob. A doohickey.
A artifact of some sort.
That word. As I start lifting my feet and like, waving my hand to push away some of the steaming smoke. Ow.
What happens if I put myself here?
Roll me 2d10. I take 14 points of damage.
Okay, that is not making any sense at all.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Alright. Intelligence, do I have to put her on disadvantage?
No. This is just you thinking things through.
Whoops, I
That's
clicked
an
the
intelligence
saving roll.
save, but that was a really good roll. But let's see. What's your intelligence score, sir?
Intelligence is a 16.
You know what? It's the exact same roll, exact same modifiers. I'll be nice and allow it.
Okay.
You're welcome. These things are strictly arranged. It's probable that there's some sort of pattern involved, rather than just a random choice.
Probably is.
Especially since these stones are arranged as well in pattern, 4x4. And by the way, if you light a torch, you have much better vision.
Huh. You know what? I'm gonna light myself a torch.
Alright, now I'll double check that illumination. 20 and 40, alright. I'm just gonna put the light on you. Let me know if you want to put the torch down or anything, okay?
Okay.
So you're emitting bright and low light. I don't like being burnt. I mutter.
I can't imagine why.
How about you step on this platform?
No, I'm fine here.
Fine.
You're the one who decided to go stand up there.
I was trying to be helpful. Adran, as we are bickering, these schools of magic, they do have an alphabetical order.
They do, don't they?
Okay, I just noticed that Thea's and my health bars are both missing.
Oh, I can see both of them.
Can you see both of them, Thea?
Yep.
Okay, that's very odd. Let me try putting... Okay, now I can see my health bar. I don't know what's going on with that. That is a very curious glitch. Adran, what are your thoughts currently about this puzzle before us?
Well, we have to at least hit them in order for them to not strike.
Yes, please.
Not strike the platform.
Okay, so what's the order?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Well,
Again, stand off the platform for a minute.
All right, if you say so. As I step off, the stones all disappear. Surprisingly, the sand is a lot cooler than that metal thing. Hey, where'd the stones go?
I think they were kept up because you were on them.
Is there any way we can replicate your weight onto that platform so then that way none of us get hurt from here on out?
I mean, we could dump all of our gear on there, I suppose.
Yeah, but then we'd be striking our gear.
I don't have anything
Yeah,
else.
we probably don't want that. Oh, is there anything in any of the buildings that might be, heavy?
I don't think so. Those were basically skeletons.
Well, there is rubble and rock of ruined buildings and pathways. Couldn't we just take those and put it on the platform?
We can do that. I will point out that it would take a long time.
Okay. Well, since we don't really have time on our hands, Varin, I'm gonna have you jump back on the platform again.
I glare at you and very slowly step back on. And the stones grind their way back up through the sand. Again, in their 4x4 pattern.
Now, each one of these stones here, the four that are surrounding me in the middle, and then the four corners of this group of stones all have symbols on them. We need to at least hit the symbols in a certain pattern in order for us to get the right combination.
Okay, following.
Okay, so I think you had last said you don't know what that combination is.
I do not know what that combination is.
Any guesses that preferably don't involve pressing every single one?
Now, DM helping me out with this.
Give me another intelligence check.
Okay. Intelligence check.
Not a save. Check.
Yeah. Let's see, I have insight, intimidation, investigation. No intelligence.
That's your
On
raw
the left side of the
intelligence ability.
sheet.
So
Wait, say that again?
far left, your ability scores.
You have strength at the top, dex,
There you
con,
go.
and
Wow.
That is a beautiful
Nice.
roll. The schools of magic start with learning to defend yourself in the abjuration school.
I'm imagining he's sitting there going, "What was it that they tried to teach me first?"
Right? You remember your great-great-grandfather constantly telling you, magic isn't just for blowing things up, Adran. Sometimes you have to make sure that you don't die. Now you're very grateful they taught you to use shields so often.
Yes.
In case you're wondering, abjuration is this symbol.
I was actually thinking about that symbol. Because what did you say, conjuration?
Conjuration is this one behind you.
Okay. But what was this one?
Abjuration.
Okay,
The
I
school
think that's what
defense.
was actually kind of throwing me a little bit because I wasn't exactly sure what that was.
You can always ask.
Okay.
Are you going to step on that? Varin asks very nervously.
Stepping on that just to find out what happens.
All right. In that case, the stone glows.
Well, this is different.
I'm not hurt this time.
Okay. Step off of it. And it's still glowing.
It is still glowing.
So that means this definitely is one of the pieces I need to hit first to solve the puzzle. But there's got to be an easier clue of some sort. There's got to be something for us to help us out with.
Well, I will point out that with that intelligence check, good roll by the way,
Thank you.
abjuration is followed by conjuration. AC.
AC. And this one's conjuration, right?
The stone begins to glow under your feet.
Well, well, well. Let's see, what's next on the list? This one you said was...
Necromancy.
Necromancy. No, not that one. This one here?
Transmutation.
And this one here?
Evocation.
Evocation. That one.
Right here is divination and enchantment.
Oh, divination?
Mm-hmm.
That one there, divination.
Begins to glow under your feet.
Okay.
You can hear a very loud from a Varin. I don't like lightning. That hurts. Now, Adran.
Yeah.
Evocation. Enchantment.
All right. Taking an awful risk on here. I think enchantment would come before evocation.
The stone begins to glow.
Okay. Next up, evocation.
There we go. It also begins to glow.
Alright, that was necromancy. That one was... I keep forgetting what this one is.
That one is transmutation.
Transmutation. Transmutation, that was that one.
This is necromancy.
And then this is illusion.
That is illusion.
Alright, so I stand on illusion next.
And it begins to glow.
Necromancy next.
A very creepy school, by the way, I mutter.
And last but not least, transmutation.
It begins to glow, and nothing happens. I mean, at least I'm not being shocked.
Yeah, at least you're not getting shocked, but I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see. Do I need to come all the way back here to... stand on the platform?
Nothing happens. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I don't know. Thea, you can give an insight check if you wish as well. In fact, Adran, you can do so as well, or another Arcana check.
Hey, Varin.
Hmm?
I want you to stand off the platform.
Are you sure? What,
Take a stand on the platform.
When I did that before, all the stones went away.
I just want to see.
Okay. I'm going to stand off the platform. 1 second. And the stones disappear, as well as stop glowing. So I guess you didn't... Yeah, I mean, you were doing everything good, but I guess you didn't complete it.
I guess I didn't.
I guess I have
You're
to...
missing something else.
You can give me another intelligence check or Arcana.
Varin, step on the platform again.
I don't... Please don't shock me. Please. The stones rise back up.
Bounce right back up. Alright, I'm gonna drop my torch or stick my torch straight into the sand here.
Okay. Give me 1 second while I turn off your glow.
Well, actually, could you keep the torch on me still, but just put like a second one in the middle
Oh, you're gonna use...
of all the...
You're gonna light a second torch, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna light a second torch.
Alright, let me see if this works. There you go.
Alright. Leave that torch there. Now I want to check down here. Oh wait. I'm gonna need to go right back on to those patterns again. So instead of using my character for the individual steps, it'll be...
You can just name them if you want, or just indicate which stones you want to touch on, okay?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. That was the wrong layer. Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go.
Then it was this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Inclination. This one. Incantation.
Enchantment.
Oh, enchantment.
Yes.
Evocation. Illusion. Necromancy. And transmutation. Alright.
And Adrian, you can give me either Arcana or Intelligence check.
Well, I was thinking there may have been another button that opened up over here or something, but I will give you an Arcana or Intelligence check.
Not quite good. And Thea, you can give an insight check as well, as we are applying our minds to this, if you will. Trying to figure this out. Nice. Thea, you and Varin both reached the same thought at the same time. In order to cast a spell, you have to start the energy. You have to combine it with the elements to bring the spell into being. And then the final step, you have to cast it, closing the circle. Possibly touching the first stone again.
So I stemmed on the first stone again.
And there's a new grinding noise. Off to the east. So, does that mean we open something?
I think we did open something. We go
You might stay there in case.
Gulp. Please.
really me stay here.
No, I was talking about Varin.
Oh, well, yes, Varin, stay there.
Please don't shock me. Are you two both going off to the east then?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh man, I see another set of stones.
Oh, well.
You can sense.
Now it looks like there's more stones.
You can sense the same magical potential in these stones as with the others. But I will say that with what you've passed so far, hang on. And there we go. Adrian, you are able to quickly pick out symbols. Now that you know what to look for.
Yeah. Wow, these guys are really scattered. Let's see.
Thea, if you wanted, you could probably grab that torch that Adrian dropped and move it onto into the new area.
Okay, I'll go ahead and grab it.
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me where you want to place it. I don't think you can actually grab it yourself.
Let's see. I think she'll try to figure out where the center of the place is, or she'll just walk around following Adran. That way he can just do his own thing.
Adrian, this new arrangement is 6 down by 8 across.
Gosh, that's really spread out.
Good thing we have lots of torches.
Good thing. Okay, so I'm gonna try the first symbol again. Here.
All right. Roll me two. Roll me. Hang on. Roll me 4d10.
Oh gosh.
As Varin suddenly takes 18 lightning damage.
Sorry.
Ouch! Adran, it might be safe to assume that the pattern is slightly different here.
Yeah, I can assume that now.
No! I blurt.
You okay over there, buddy?
No!
Thea, I need you to take one of my heart sands and heal. Or, I'm sorry, not my heart sand, but take my, gosh, what is it? Pack and leaf bruise.
Okay.
And give it to Varin.
Go grab it from you.
Hey,
Walk
Adran, roll me a
over.
d10, please.
There you go.
Thank you, Thea. Thank you, Adran. Thank you. And that's a 10d4 plus 20, right?
No, that would be a heart sand one. I gave you a hack and leaf
Right,
brew,
I
which
beg
should
your
be
pardon. That's
8d4 plus 8.
plus 8. Thank you. Okay, I recovered 25 hit points. Ow. Oh. Adran, that was a lot more painful.
Yeah,
Oh.
That
noticed.
didn't sound nice at all.
Thea, you can actually see Varen's hair is kind of sticking out. And, well, there's a bit of smoke rising from me.
That looks so painful.
I feel like I need to do another intelligence check or an arcana check.
You can, if you wish. Your choice.
Okay. Concentrate.
Nice!
Oh, something's coming to me.
If the first sequence was alphabetical and this one isn't, what if it's reversed?
It's reversed. But if it's reversed... Oh, what's the last? Transmutation. I need to start with transmutation and work my way backwards. Where is it? Here we go. So here's transmutation there. Hold on tight, Varin.
Okay, so you're standing on that stone?
Oh,
Is that right?
yeah, there we go.
Alright, roll me. Just kidding.
Thea backs up.
you see Vera almost twitches there to jump off, and then when nothing happens, okay. Ow.
Okay. All right. Transmutation. Necromancy is next.
Thea, you, in all honesty, maybe you don't want to stand on this platform. That really hurt.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt. Would you like something to like put in your mouth so you don't accidentally bite your tongue?
Now I think about it, good idea. Hold on, I pull out my dagger and clench its blade in my teeth. Kind of ironic, given that you just suggested not biting my teeth, and I put a dagger in my mouth.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Illusion.
I wince in fearful preparation.
Okay. Then we need to dart all the way down here. All the way across. mouse. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
Thea, you can see that I'm starting to relax a little bit more as Adran seems to be walking through this grid with much more confidence. And so far I haven't been lit on fire with electricity yet.
That's good. Yeah. Hopefully it stays that way.
But you can also see that my body is randomly like spazzing. Just
Here we go. And this one next. Okay. Now, I believe the next one is up here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Divination. All right. Now. Oh. Cantation. Carceration.
that one is conjuration.
Conjuration. I knew that.
I'm so glad
He
that
was
the smart
testing us.
person of magic has to be reminded which school is which.
Well, you know, carceration's that newfangled.
Hold on, sorry. What, Thea?
I was saying carceration's the newfangled magic that people are using these days.
And Adran, what were you saying?
I am the dumbest smart person
I
ever.
remember you saying this before. And you're
And
gonna...
here we go. And now, I gotta find transmutation and step on that one. Just to complete the final circuit.
And by the
Where
way,
is it?
as you are doing this, you can actually start hearing, and Thea, you can hear this as well, a rising thrum in the air.
Okay.
Growing in...
And
Alright, you touch that.
there we go. Transmutation again.
There's a grinding sound to the south.
Oh.
And
I
Thea-
see some stuff already.
Yeah, some stones appear right next to you.
Oh,
A lot
Thea,
of stones.
Oh my. It's starting to look like a labyrinth of stones.
What is this place?
They didn't want us going someplace.
This is a safety deposit box, if you ask me.
There you go. Adran, as you step
It
in amongst them,
is-
you can start picking out the different schools of magic. Did you want to bring the torch along with? Or maybe light a few extras?
No, I'll just...
Or Thea,
Actually, Thea, can you grab one of the torches and bring it over here?
Yeah. So you have two torches. Why don't we just put it like in the middle along the sides, like
Actually, you know
you
what?
know, like right in here and on the other side, because this is a rather large area.
Actually, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna snuff out this torch, snuff out your torch. I'm gonna use my cantrip, Dancing Flames,
dancing lights.
or Dancing Lights.
Alrighty, give me 1 second. You should be able to control them. Go into your your journal. See if you can drag one out and place it. The same way you would for your character token.
Come on.
Alright, yes you can. And by the way, in order to make it a little easier, you can also select it, copy it, and paste it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And how many can you create? Like 4?
I think I can create 4.
Range 120 feet, but the lights have to be within
60 feet or
20
something.
feet of each other.
Which should be easy enough because we just need it to light an area.
Yeah.
So,
How many stones are there down there anyways? I can only see like a few.
A lot.
Okay, define a lot.
A lot.
Oh. emerging. It is
Let's see,
probably
one,
somewhere
20.
around 10 at this point, by the way. Or not 10, sorry, 9. 9 in the evening.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And Adrian, with enough you've done this a couple of times, and despite the teasing, you're actually a pretty intelligent elf most of the time. You've noticed that there is something of a geometric pattern to this.
Okay. Okay, so none over here. Alright, there's necromancy. Okay, we got some over here. Okay. Send this one over here. That's good.
Having fun placing the lights.
Yeah. Placing the lights everywhere. Okay. Wow, this is almost like one big circle, it looks like. And now I'm gonna roll an Arcanta.
Do you mean Arcana?
Arcana. There you go.
Okay. There are some fundamental theories of magic you've been taught. They're theories. One of which is that 3 is a often found cyclical number within the casting of magic. It's possible that this might be the third and final sequence. And if it is such, then you might need to then it might be serving the purpose of calling something forth. Which is very similar to conjuration.
Conjuration.
But it's just a guess and a theory. Please don't step on the wrong stone.
A magic theory.
Are you just okay, Adran? I'm just checking. Are you about to step on a stone, based on pure guesswork?
Yep.
Gulp.
Just based
Could
on
be worse.
theory.
And you are concentrating on dancing lights, right? It's a concentration cantrip? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Alright. What stone would you like to step on, sir?
Conjuration.
Okay. With a rising thrum, it starts to glow.
Oh. Okay. That was a pretty good guess. Now, what next? Conjuration. Particles of 3.
I resolutely put my dagger blade back in my teeth and clench.
Transmutation. Incantation. And I need to get another intelligence check or something.
It's not incantation. That I assume you're talking about. Yeah, this one here.
That one.
That's enchantment.
Enchantment.
Which involves basically, for lack of a better description, charming or tricking or otherwise controlling the mind of others.
Illusion. Invocation, no. Necromancy. I'm at a loss. I'm not really sure where to go from here.
Unfortunately, there's only so much that guesswork can take you. Sometimes you're gonna have to just take a chance.
This one was what? Conjuring?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. Conjuring. Conjuring. Something specific about that conjuring. It didn't start with a vowel. Consonants. I need to pick all the other ones in consonants. Or consonants. I can't talk right now.
It's alright.
Basically, do it with no vowels. Next one on the list would be divination. Varin, forgive me.
I grit my teeth.
Ugh.
Alright,
I
Adran,
think-
roll me 24 D10.
Oh, come on, no. It's loading.
Recalculating.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
No.
There is a crackling bolt of lightning, and Varin is rendered unconscious.
No.
It's quite probable that this should have been fatal. And it's also quite likely that with time, let's just say it probably degraded a little bit.
Degraded?
Like that wasn't fatal.
But there is most
Yeah,
definitely
that
smoke
doesn't revive
rising from Varin's body.
Alright, so that was not right.
And yes, Varin is absolutely asleep at the moment.
Thea, can you heal him?
She's probably looking through her various things.
She's like, but do I want to touch it? I don't know that I want to touch it. Yeah, so she'll go ahead and use one of her hack and leaf brews on him.
Real quick on that, please roll me a 1d8.
From me?
Thea. Okay. You said hack and leaf?
Mhm.
Alright, that is 8d4. D4 plus
8.
8. Thank you.
8d4 plus 8.
33 hit points. I come awake with a cough. Hopefully without teeth indentations in my dagger blade.
She'll take out the big giant's club she has in her thing and be like, here, maybe if you touch it and touch the sand, it'll help ground you.
It doesn't look like
Can't
I'm
understand
opening.
you.
It doesn't look like I'm opening my mouth. In fact, Thea, with your proximity, you can actually see like flickers of electricity coursing through Varin's hair.
She'll take the giant's club, put one end in the ground, move it towards Varin. Try to ground some of that energy.
Adran,
Hmm.
go back in your mind to the first two puzzles.
Yeah.
The first one formed a kind of a specific pattern. Excuse me. Here we go. If you can scroll up to where it showed.
Yeah.
Like that was the pattern, right?
Right.
The second one, if you recall, also had a distinctive pattern.
Yeah, kind of like a zigzag, almost like a spider web.
You could put your token in that second sequence. Kind of take a look around kind of thing, if you will.
Here, I'm gonna need to...
Drew a shape for you. One of the other magical theories that your great-grandfather tried to beat into your head was the essence of 8. 8 schools of magic. 8 points connecting each school within the web of magic. It's probable that the next sequence follows something of the same pattern. Thea, Varin starts to very stiffly sit up, like, that's a lie.
Well...
So, if you recall, you started here.
Right.
Like so, yeah?
Right.
So what kind of similar pattern would you find with that southerly puzzle?
Oh, come on. But it starts with conjuring.
By the way, if you like, you can draw lines on the map yourself to kind of help indicate, to help you kind of visualize the pattern, you know?
Right.
So like, let's see here. If you look on that toolbar to the left, you'll see like could be like a paintbrush. If you hover over that paintbrush, it'll give you a list of options for drawing shapes like squares, circles, freehand, polygon/line.
Yeah.
So you can use that to help you mark out a path before you actually step on stones. Oh, and with the thrumming energy, it could also be that it's a much more charged up thing right now. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thea, I imagine, just like stepping way away from that platform.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Go into similar patterns. Gosh, how do I do this? Oh, man. I feel like it's right on the tip of my tongue and I'm not thinking.
Give me an intelligence check.
That's a circle.
Doesn't quite line up, does it?
No.
Sir, can you give me either an intelligence or arcana check?
Intelligence. Let's try doing intelligence. But I think I want to go arcana.
Nat 20. If you're calling up magic to do something, you'd basically be calling up energy. Possibly destructive energy, like evocation. Are you actually stepping onto that stone, or was that just a mistake?
Yeah, I'm actually stepping onto it, but I'm also trying to find the pattern.
Gotcha. And to help you out, oops, I will draw a little line for you. I will use this color. How's that? Does that help?
Yeah.
And with the pattern that you've already seen before, you might infer, especially with a nat 20, something with 8 points rather than a circle.
A star. Or a triangle.
And Thea, you, with Adran muttering this stuff out loud to himself, you can also attempt to help him if you wish.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
For this, it would. I'm not really inviting you to roll for something. More to help him, like, chart a course, if that makes sense. So you can, in essence, you can help him try and figure out where to go next, following a pattern of a star. Because he's mentioned
this one right here goes next.
Are you sure?
I think it'd be like this one, or even this one over here.
Because then right after that one, we go 1,
And
2,
Adran,
3.
so you're suggesting this one here? Let me show you how that would look.
Yeah.
Are you sure? And whereas Thea has suggested.
If my theory is correct, this should be the next stone to hit.
Well, Thea suggested either here. You can see that, yes?
No.
Oh. How about now? You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Or. Okay, hang on.
But if my theory is correct,
So, I'm just drawing you lines to help you see where she's suggesting and what kind of pattern it would show. So you see that?
yeah, I do see that one.
So those are the suggested next lines. If that makes sense.
I think this one might be it, actually, because of the way the angle goes.
That one goes down there, that one's there. Then that. No. Nope. No, wouldn't do that. Go here first, then there, then there. Oh, that would actually work. Then right after that would be illusion. And then necromancy there would be there, that, necromancy, and then finally back to that.
I recover 7 hit points. And I'm also going to eat a garlic bean for another 10 temporary hit points.
Oop. See this one here. Then you go here.
If you're drawing lines, I can't see them.
Go here. Then divination, you pass the 2 E's. You go to illusion, then you pass necromancy and teleportation, then you go to... Nope, that wouldn't work. Nope, that wouldn't work. Oh, come on.
Not quite a star shape.
No. Not quite a star shape, no. I would have to do this one then.
You're going to do this one here?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
I think that one has a better angle, yeah.
It starts to glow.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Really had to think about this one. Oops.
Sorry, what now?
No, I said I really had to think about that one.
So where would you two estimate next?
Let's see. Let me snap to that. Starting here, doing here, then do that. That.
I almost picture this like Adran's, he's kind of like muttering to himself, looking at these different stones, and Thea's drawing like a line in the sand with it, with one of her arrows.
That.
Or at least taking out her bow, sighting
Yeah.
as if she's shooting a shot.
Actually, that could possibly work right there.
Which one? Alright, are you sure about that? And
Well, you see the lines?
I do see the lines. You can also suggest, you can also ask Thea what she thinks.
Well, what do you think, Thea?
She's standing next to the one she thinks is next.
So, if I remember correctly, Adran, you were suggesting this one? This line?
Yeah, I was suggesting that
Thea
line, but now I
suggested
see a
this line.
different pattern in there. I'm gonna stand on this one.
Oop. Okay, hang on a second. That was odd.
Oh, wow.
Sorry about that.
I'm seeing
Wrong line, wrong layer. And it starts to glow.
Then my next one would have to be this one.
That's what I was thinking.
Oop, wrong button again. There we go.
I can't click on my icon.
I will move it in 1 second. I grabbed the wrong icon, basically. There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry about that.
Now this one here.
You're going to step on it for sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yep.
Alright, where to next?
Yep, that one over there.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second. There we go.
And this one's the last one, I think.
Well, second and last.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
last one to get lit, basically.
This one here, is that what you're suggesting?
Necromancy.
Okay. Get rid of that. And it does indeed begin to glow.
And then we finish up the pattern over here.
And then the next one.
Back, hang on.
Or the last one, I should say.
So to here. And then you're gonna go here, like so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You touch the first stone, conjuration again. The humming rises, louder, deeper, and then settles into something more harmonious. And the sand beneath all three of us drops out from under us, and we plunge into darkness.
Well, that was exciting.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Get your character tokens out here. Adran, you feel your feet come to a stop on hard rock.
Ow!
Oof! And Thea. Oop, sorry. Get on there. There we go.
Get back on the sand.
Okay. The first thing we can all notice is that we are in an area with a lot of sand. Here we go. Your vision returns as you leave behind the vortex, and you are confronted with a wide darkness, penetrated in different spots by wide beams of golden light. As your sight clears, you see that the beams of light illuminate golden sands, piled in great sloping hills, still and quiet. The ground before your feet is interrupted in places by stony pathways forward, weaving around the sandy hills. Following the direction of the walkways, just visible over the hills, are a pair of doors, both bathed in separate beams of golden light from above. To your left, laid out on the sandy ground within one of those shafts of light, is an utterly blackened skeleton devoid of flesh and cloth. The air is stale with age, though it bears a hint of sun-warmed soil and stone, and you hear nothing but the occasional drifting grains of sand.
Okay, so I should point out something very obvious. We do not follow that guy's path.
I finally managed to hold the dagger out from from where I've clenched it in my teeth. By the way, Adrian, I am going to delete your character token here for a second because I'm getting that same problem of not being able to see your health bar.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can see it.
Ta-da!
Magic. When I sit up, both of you can see that Varin's hair is standing completely on end.
Oh, man, you should look at yourself in a mirror.
I heard, and I'm gonna make you pay for that. Where are we?
So you're gonna make him sit on something while you experiment with what stones to press.
That sounds like a great idea, Adran. Then I blink, I'm like, I mean, Thea. My eyes are actually a little crossed. Okay. Where are we?
We are in a cavern deep underground. Although that moment of falling felt like 30 minutes or so.
Underground. So that basically means I'm no longer in my favored terrain.
No, you are not.
Great! For perspective, that means my passive perception went from 21 to 17.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm gonna eat another mudworm root. My last one.
Did you want mine? Because I'm probably not gonna need them.
I'll take as much as I could get. My goodness, that was painful. How many do you have,
I have
sir?
a couple.
I have 7. Would you like my 7?
I'll start eating and I'll let you know when I'm done, when I'm topped off. So that's another one. 6. 53. 2. Sorry about that. 62. So I've eaten 2 of your mudworm roots, Adran.
Oh, 2 of mine?
Yeah, so far. Oh, max! I'm up to 72 hit points out of 76, so I'll eat 1 more of yours.
That's 3.
I am at full.
Alright.
Plus 10 temporary hit points. Next time, I volunteer one of you for the dangerous part.
Because I have a much higher level of hit points.
My heart
Yeah.
is racing. Why do I feel like I died?
I don't
Never
know.
mind that. Let's figure out the task.
I would say you get an inspiration point for that, but since you already have one, I'll give one to Thea.
Sounds good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Ow. Okay.
I say let's stop with all this chit chat and move forward. Although I do notice that there are quite a few pathways in getting to where we need to go.
I finally started
Problem
looking
is,
around
though-
like, so what happened to over Crispy over there?
I think his friends guessed all the wrong things.
Huh. I feel his pain. Hey, Adran. I stepped on the big metal electrocution thing back there. Your turn to take the lead.
Sure thing.
Ow.
I assume this is easy terrain because it's stone path.
Yes, everything you see is basically easy terrain.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. That brings me up here. 25 and 30.
And you should be able to see what's ahead.
Yeah, so far so good. But aren't these over here 2 doors
Over where, sorry?
up here?
Yes. So there's a door here. And there's a door here. Up here.
I get the feeling it's going to be one of those, I have to choose one of the doorways and it could lead to certain death.
I finally managed to work my way up to my feet. I'm very clearly moving stiffly. So basically I'm taking for the time being, I'm taking a negative 10 penalty to my movement speed.
Okay.
Thea, would you like to follow along Adran's path? Adran, you do see that one of those shafts of light comes down on the pathway that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I can do that.
And by the way, as you move forward and you see these different pathways and the lights, Adran, your eyes kind of just track upwards, following the shafts of light to what is apparently a singular origin point. A large, multifaceted crystal suspended from the ceiling overhead in an iron harness, an apparatus which looks like it might be designed to be rotated. What? I grumble. There's a trail of smoke behind me as I move up to join the two of you.
Well, it seems like all those beams of light are coming from a single source up there at the top. I wonder if there's some way to move that in order for us to see where we're going. Well, I think it's probably best that we just venture forward more.
By the way, did anyone grab the torches from above?
No.
All right.
No.
Adran and Thea, did you light any of yours, or was it just Adran's torches?
It was just
I
Adrian's
lit,
torches.
2 of mine.
All right. Remove 2 of your torches, please, sir.
Yep.
And I'm guessing that I lost the Giants Club then.
Roll me a d6. No, it actually fell through with us. Because you had it touching me, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So you can scoop it back up. Sir, Adran, as you move forward, you can see how the different pathways basically come to an end.
Yeah, I noticed that.
There's a large break between where they end and the 2 stone platforms where the doors are.
I'm not exactly sure how to get over there without any special abilities.
And even if we do get over there, what then?
Yeah, what's supposed to happen?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's
vote
2 doors
Adran
there, so
finds out.
there's 2 different pathways to take.
Say what, Adran?
There's 2 different doors there, so therefore 2 different paths.
It's like, hypothetically, I could jump to either of those, but like, what do I do afterwards?
Not to mention that they're both in those pools of light.
Yeah. Oh, what is an apparatus?
Device.
Okay. There we go.
Technical equipment or machinery needed for a particular activity or purpose. So there you go.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone had stood on that thing when this thing was back in its prime?
Yeah.
Well, if they had made it themselves, they probably knew how to get it to go without hurting anyone.
How inconsiderate of them. Not leaving any directions or instructions. I mean, imagine
There's no way to get up there and move it.
Imagine if some child found it. Good grief.
To be fair, these are ruins, as in, you know, we're the only living ones here.
Well, yeah. Fair. Of course, one could argue that that guy is a child playing with things he doesn't understand.
Alright, so.
I assume you step diagonally, Adran?
Yes.
Okay. It's hard to tell with the, way Roll20 works.
Kind of hopped a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that kind of looks like the pathway ends a little bit.
Yeah. Not really sure exactly where to go. And, well, also too, checking out the bones. The bones aren't really sinking in the sand, though. that could be a little different for up here.
From what you can see, just with your average passive perception, there's no visible difference between the sands back there and the sands in front.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to venture forth. Cover me, guys.
With what? And against what? I complain
Yeah.
even as I do pull out my longbow.
Just have my back.
Okay. She'll pull out her longbow, not understanding what threat there is currently.
I step out onto the sand.
Adrian, roll me 1d4 plus 1.
All right. Oh, come on. Roll.
Okay.
Really?
The sand in front of you suddenly explodes upward.
Holy!
And you can all roll for initiative.
Ay, ay, ay.
As Varin yells at you, "Get off the sands!" Okay. Alright, so it is this fellow's turn first. He's gonna move up to you. Do you still have your shield
Huh?
equipped?
I still do.
Alright. I get a natural 1, a 16, and a 23 to hit with its stinger tail.
23 is gonna hit.
Do you want to cast shield?
Nope, not yet.
Alright, make me a
So-
constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
That is enough, and you're only going to take half the poison damage I'm about to roll.
Okay.
4d10. Alright, you take 19 points of damage as the tail stings into you.
Yeah.
Alright, Adrian, it is now your turn. What would you like to do, sir?
I'd like to return fire. Well, technically, return sword.
Would you also like to get out of there?
Yes, I would.
Okay, you might want to consider the disengage action then, because you're confronted with 3 scorpions.
Oh, right.
And that'd be 2 attacks of opportunity.
At least.
Yeah. Disengage.
Okay, you may now move. Are you? Unfortunately, that means you're only going to move like. Well, that depends. Where do you want to move? Because with the disengage
Over
action,
here.
you can. Okay. Yep, you can go there.
Here we go.
You have 10 or 5. One more square of movement.
Yes.
There you go. All right, is that all for your turn, sir?
I believe that is all for my turn.
Very good. Thea, it is now your turn.
Well.
I'm just gonna touch your shoulder lightly. Stay off the sand. Stay off the sand.
Okay. But I don't think I can hide here. There's no one next to any of them. I don't know how to do extra damage. She'll go ahead and take aim at this one right here because it's the closest.
Fair enough.
And
And a 17 to hit will hit for 6 damage. And don't forget to mark your arrow gone.
okay.
And you can also move, basically, through my area.
Right, so... So she'll move here.
Okay. By the way, I missed the fact that we actually should have been passing through one of the shafts of light, so that's my fault as the DM. So I adjusted that to make up for it.
Okay.
I was a little distracted. Alright, so Thea, you moved there.
Mhm.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You could bonus action dash.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
You're welcome.
That puts her here.
Probably a good idea. I'm going to, since I have my longbow out, I'm going to take 2 shots at the one you just wounded. That's going to hit.
Blade.
And Colossus Slayer. There we go.
Nice.
So that becomes 25 points of damage. Watch his health bar.
Oof.
Huh. And I just remembered I have a reduced movement speed. So... Whoops. That was 20 feet. Come on. Come on. Here we go. 25. Sheesh. This one is going to scuttle forward, but it's going to cross, in order to get through, it's going to cross into one of those beams of light over the door, as you can probably see. So... Hang on. Okay, that's a fail. Adran, please roll me 18 d10.
Let's see, D10. It's rolling.
No worries.
Mhm.
That is 78 points of fire damage as it suddenly erupts into flame and dies
Oh, wow.
on the spot.
It doesn't like the light.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Don't go in the light! Do not follow the light! This one scuttles up to you, Adran,
Mm-hmm.
coming at you with its claws and its stinger. I get an 18, 15, and 16, all missing you as they
Yes.
slam against your shield. Nice going. Alright.
Thank you.
This one's going to move up towards you as well. Oops. There we go. Scuttling and screeching, its feet clawing across the sand. I get a 23, a 12, and a 21.
Shields up.
What is your armor class with shield?
I think it ends up being like a 25 or something. Well, I mean, right now is a 21, but I'm saying use my spell. Shield.
21 plus 5 is 26. So you are not grappled by its claw, and you are not stung. So probably a good thing you used that shield.
Yeah.
Alright, nice going. And this guy is going to move around his buddy. 10 feet, okay. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yep.
Alright, he's going to head towards me. And I need a dexterity saving throw. As it passes through another pool of light. That succeeds. Adran, please roll me 18d10.
18d10, rolling. Loading.
There it goes. So it's only going to take half of that. 44 points of fire damage, just raking across its armor as it scuttles through the beam of light. Goodness, look at its health bar now.
Yikes.
And then it's going to dash and get to there. Alright, top of the order. He moves up to me. Well, Thea, it looks like you're going to get your chance for sneak attack, as long as I survive. Nat 1 misses, Nat 1 misses. 13, oh my word!
Lucky.
Despite my stiffened body, as it comes at me, I just jump in the air, twisting into a horizontal spin between its tail and both claw attacks and land on my feet. Then I look down and I'm like, wait, how did I do that? Alright, Adran, it's now your turn.
Well, knowing that I got two of them right there in front of me, for some strange reason with my page right now, I cannot see where any of the shafts of light are.
Yeah, that's a problem. And I only realized right now how much of a problem that is. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Whoops. Well, that didn't help.
Well, actually, no, that does kind of help me a little bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I figure that each one of these torches right here is probably going to give me... Oh, if I can just draw a quick little... I'm guessing a light that's kind of like that or something.
Unsure at the moment. Not quite like that.
Well,
Hang on.
I'm guessing if I were to find myself right here in this area, it's lit up.
I have a better idea than this, actually.
Okay.
I gotta zoom in, can't see. Okay. I'm going to draw some circles.
Okay. Oh, so I was close.
Back. Come on. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that should be all the pools of light.
Okay,
So hopefully that helps
that does.
as a rough approximation. All right, so what would you like to do with your turn, sir?
Well, gosh, I want to be able to use one of my really cool spells, but I don't think I can because of how close I am, and plus I would have to swap to my bow and arrow, and I have my sword and shield. So I'm probably just going to use magic missile,
Okay. On
and I'm going to use a number 2 spell slot.
There we go.
So then that way I have 4 missiles.
Okay.
All right.
And are you going to target a single one?
I'm just going to target 1.
Okay. Roll your damage.
So-
Roll your damage for magic
Oh my
missile.
goodness. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna do this guy right here.
Which one? Sorry, I missed it. Ah, the one right in front of you.
This one, the lower one.
Yep. Okay. All 4 darts against that one. Roll your damage.
Yep. Magic missile. Here we go.
Okay. 5 times 4 is 20 points of damage. Watch his health bar.
Yep.
There you go.
Not bad.
Alright, that was your action and a second level spell slot. What else would you like to do, sir?
I am going to move,
That
which I know will give me 2 attacks of opportunity.
correct. And you're moving into one of the shafts of light.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a dexterity saving throw, sir.
There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, do I have it on normal? Yes, I do. Okay.
That is a
Wow.
failure.
That sucked.
And you take... It's calculating. It's eventually going to roll it. Oh! 106 points of fire damage.
And I take half of that or all
No,
of that?
Okay. Since I didn't explain, since you weren't aware of the rules, you're going to take that damage if you move into that area of into that ring. All of it.
No.
Would you like to move into that ring?
No, I don't want to move into that ring.
Perhaps you would like to remain where you were, confronted with 2 giant scorpions instead.
I am going to stay right where I am instead.
Would you like to bonus action second wind?
Yes, I think I will, actually.
Might be a good idea.
Okay. Bonus action, second win. Holy crumble.
Aren't you glad I'm a
Those-
nice DM?
Yes, you are a nice DM.
You recover 11 hit points, sir.
Yay.
There's a reason I put the skeleton in that ring of light as a warning.
I didn't realize it was in a ring of light.
Yeah, it was part of the description. Alright, Thea. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I have so many options. Hmm. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for this one because I think the ones near Varin will probably be able to finish off.
Possibly.
So,
Alright, go for the attack. You get sneak attack, but not advantage. That'll hit for 22 points of damage. Don't forget to mark your arrow gone. And would you like to bonus action dash, dash, dash away?
yeah, might as well.
I can't really blame you.
30. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the front.
Okay, fair enough. All right, all things considered, I'm going to... I'm going to pull out my short sword and attack the most wounded one in front of me.
Alright.
20 is gonna hit for 10 damage, but the 12 is gonna miss. So Colossus Slayer on that first one. That 10 becomes a 12. And I slip in between its claws using my longbow to shove one of its claws further up and stab it right through one of its beady eyes into its brain.
Ow.
Effective!
Yikes.
Very effective! Kill them!
Very effective.
Alright, and so he's dead. And then I'm going to hold my position where I am. See if I can hold these off from getting towards you, Thea. Alrighty, the next scorpion turning towards you, Adran. Here comes the claws. I get an 11 and a 16, and then its tail.
Ooh.
A 14.
Oh. Oh, all of them miss.
Beautiful. And then it's the next scorpion's turn.
Oh boy.
I get a 20, a 6, and a 23 with its tail. Do you want to take this one, or do you want to shield?
Shield.
Alright. Mark your spell slot gone, and increase your armor class.
Yep.
Excellent. Alright, top of the order. Next scorpion right in front of me is going to go on the attack. A 12, a 5, and a 21. That nat 1 strikes against my longbow and leaves no mark on it. But that 21 is going to hit me. Constitution saving throw. There you are. I succeed, just barely. And I'm going to take half of the poison. So I take 13 and 3. I take 16 points of damage from that attack. Ow.
Okay.
So yeah, 16. All right, Adran, it's now your turn.
Okay. I am just going to attack the one in front of me
Fair enough.
with my short sword. Let's see.
By the one in front of you, I'm assuming the one you magic missiled earlier.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Here we go.
Oh, that was almost a nat 20. But that 17 does hit. You probably saw a little bit of my stab into the first scorpion's brain, and you mimic it almost exactly perfectly.
Boom.
Copycat! I yell at you.
I learned from the best!
Obviously! Alright, Adran, you have an extra attack.
I will attack the other guy next to me because I do not want to provoke him.
Nor do you want to step into the burning light, I imagine.
No, I do not want to step into the burning light either.
Go for the attack. That's gonna hit for 7 damage. Nicely thrusted. Stabbing like the mighty elephant. So apparently a little less effectively. Oh, that reminds me, Thea. It has been 2 days since the last time we battled. So there are 8 days remaining until the marble elephant recharges.
Okay.
Agent, anything else with your turn, sir?
I believe that's going to do it for me.
Excellent. Thea, it is now your turn.
See if we can finish that one off there.
Okay, go for the attack. Oh goodness, that's gonna hit. 7, 18 is 25 points of damage. It slips underneath my arm between the string and the shaft of my longbow, in between its left claw arm, and slams into its side, the whole shaft vanishing into it, striking it dead.
Whoa.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
And good shot!
Thanks.
Anything
Take
else?
care of the guy in front of me.
Anything else from you, Thea?
She's gonna move forward
Okay.
so that she can her dark visions with inside of the remaining one.
Technically speaking, you were actually potentially outside of... No, you weren't. Okay.
Not for the one that I did for you,
Right.
and not last round either. I moved after I had shot,
Yeah,
so...
no worries. Alright, since I'm no longer immediately confronted with deadly poisonous insectoid-like thing, I'm going to drop my silver short sword, pull 2 shafts of arrows, and you wounded him. Thank you.
Yep.
I set both
Yeah.
arrows onto the string at the same time and released both of them hitting.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, that is 25 points of damage. Watch that health bar. Boom! It is instantly bloodied. Adran, you are showered in a spray of its blood. From 2 separate
Perfect.
points. Alright, it is now the scorpion's turn. It shrieks in rage at you and brings down its claw upon you with 9 and 23 to hit.
Shields up.
Alright, burn another spell slot, and here comes the tail. Good idea. 16 to hit. Alright, top of the order. Adrian, it is back to you.
Man. Oh wait, it's back to me?
Yes, it is your turn.
Oh, great.
Which means shield is now gone.
Shield is now gone. Great.
How many spell slots have you already burnt on this? One fight?
Quite a few. I'm actually going to burn up another spell slot.
Okay.
But I am going to use a magic missile and use a level 2 spell slot.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Alright, roll the damage.
Alright. Here we go. Magic missile. Take that.
Another 20 points of damage. Adrian,
Not bad.
how would you like to describe this thing's death?
I just aim straight for his eyes.
Its head shatters from the force of your magic missiles.
Oh. Lights out.
No, they're still there, Adrian. Oh, you meant the scorpion. Got it.
I meant the scorpion. Lights out for you.
Might I recommend that we not step on the sand?
Yeah, definitely. But how are we going to get to those doors and
And not burn to death?
I was wondering, how high up is the crystal?
It is about 40 feet up.
Mhm.
Does...
Is any one of you able to shoot an arrow and
Well, I was gonna say, does anyone have a rope? Because, like, technically we'll need 2 ropes.
Oh, we should each have a 50-foot long rope.
So we could tie 2 ropes together, someone could shoot it up there, and someone can climb up.
We could do that. So the other option is, Thea, you could climb the walls. Like, for example, back where we started.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too.
You are both athletic and apparently very skilled at climbing with second-story work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Thea, you climb up, then you have to traverse the ceiling, basically, all the way to the apparatus. It is not easy to move it. It is very clearly rusted from long disuse. Give me an athletics check. Wow.
That was a nat 20.
That was a beautiful nat 20. Okay.
well, it looks like you're going to be scaling the wall.
Say what now, sorry?
You're going to be scaling the wall.
Right. Okay. So,
So she probably, like, uses the ceiling to help her move it.
yeah, like torquing your body. I'm going to say with a nat 20, not only do you turn it, but you turn it enough. Back. Sorry, give me a second. Ah, come on. Sorry, system's being wonky on me. There we go. Come on. Silly little. There. Sorry about that. Which means okay. The shafts of light are no longer on the doors.
Okay.
If I can actually select them, that would be great. Thea, from your current position on the ceiling, you would find it more than easy to just keep climbing across the ceiling and down the wall to the platforms where the stones are.
Might as well.
So you can go ahead and move yourself there.
Where at?
Do you see my ping?
Yeah.
Or this one? Left or right, your choice.
We'll go left.
Okay. Which means you can completely evade stepping on the sand thanks to climbing. Adran,
Yes.
how would you think to cross this dangerous sand without calling up more scorpions?
It's a really good question. I don't know. I kind of wish I could hop on one of the dead scorpions and then just jump across, or maybe even fling like a rope or something, or I don't know.
Or you could even ask Varin for jump.
Oh, that's right. You can actually give me jump.
Yeah, I can give you
Just
jump.
I asked very nicely.
Okay, hang on a second. Problematic. Trying to handle this. Okay. Trying to arrange it so that it's obvious. It shows where the pools of light are, basically.
Okay.
There we go. And that was it, I believe. Come on. Adran, you are effectively right on the edge of one of the pools of light.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I would argue that you could definitely just like edge your way around it, you know,
Yeah.
without actually crossing into it. See that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to get that caught up.
Really, really close.
Yeah, you're standing so close to the edge of it, you can hear the sand sizzling under it.
Yes.
I'm going to first cast jump on myself, and then jump on one to get up to you, and cast jump on you as well. So move up 5, 10. That meets the requirements for long jump, and then jump to there. I just bound lightly over the surface of the sand. You're gonna have to give me some room, or find a way to jump over here.
There you go. Just don't land into the light.
Right. Okay, so how far can I jump? Why am I doing? Jump. Movement, jumping. Long jump. Number of feet up to your strength score. You can move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump. Doesn't have to be on a straight line. That's interesting. Standing long jump, half the distance. So I can jump 6 times 3. I can jump 18 feet. Maybe I should probably shrink my character sheet.
Probably get you about there.
I'm gonna say it's gonna, 20 feet rounding up. And I'm gonna say I land like right on the edge of stone, right between the burning light and the sand. Alright, cast jumping on you, sir. I would suggest you start from there, get a running start 10 feet, and then jump.
Okay.
That means you can jump 3 times 24. Or sorry, 3 times 12. My bad. 36 feet. If you dash.
And that's gonna be towards the door.
I would recommend jump towards the door. Unless you want to jump towards the sand or the burning light or So you would have to move to here, take the dash action, and then run 10 feet and then jump. And you'll just make it. Plus have some room left over to get out of the way. Okay?
Alright.
So you can do that. And we're almost done here, Thea.
Alright, so there's me.
And then you take the dash action. So you double your movement to 60.
Alright.
Move 10 feet forward. Jump 36 feet. That's a total of 46 feet. And you'll still have a little bit less than 20 feet to move out of the way.
So 10, 20, and then I jump from there.
You can jump 36 feet.
25 and 10, that's 35. Okay. Great.
I'll have to dash, but no, it's only 50 feet.
And then get myself here. Oh, that was quite a jump.
Okay.
And then I'm going to.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Oof,
Hey, good climbing. That was actually really impressive.
that was impressive.
And way to go moving that apparatus. That sounded like it was heavy and, all kinds of, unpleasant. Shrieky
Yeah.
metal.
Well, luckily the ceiling was sturdy.
Good thing. All right, before we call it quits for the night, I'm going to read the following. The door in front of us and the door on the other platform. They look exactly identical, with pressure plates set in the stone floor before them. There are no markings on either door, nor anywhere at all nor any sign anywhere at all regarding what lies beyond either door. Thea, you're basically standing on a pressure plate right now. Standing on the pressure plate causes the door to grind partway up. Not quite enough for us to get through. You might be too light.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is enough to get kind of a view what lies beyond. There is a rather unremarkable looking descending staircase. And if we repeat the procedure on the right hand door, and we only open it part way, we see a unremarkable ascending staircase.
Huh.
Except for the direction the staircases travel in, each is identical, and the end point of the staircases is not immediately visible. The door begins to shut as soon as you step off the pressure plate. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, you can either decide now, or we can wait till next week to decide which way we're going to go.
Probably descending, since we fell down and we still haven't found the artifact we're looking for. We probably need to go down.
Probably.
So you're both voting for down, is that my understanding?
Mm-hmm.
1 second, fixing something here. Alright. So, the vote is to go through the left-hand door, down the stairs, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then that is the direction we will go. And that is the end for this evening. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a great deal of fun. Now, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be taking a small break so we can take care of some family events, some local activities, and just general work and life balance. Also, when we come back, I will not be offering a vote for random monster encounters because we're in a kind of a special event at the moment. But please be looking forward to when I bring the vote back and when we complete our special challenge. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.